Has Omicron's bark been worse than its bite? Well, just a few weeks ago, the national picture looked bleak. The map got darker as the variant spread to every region, and the scale even had to be extended because case rates were so high. Turn that into a chart, and seven-day case rates raced to record levels in England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. But then, just as some feared that Christmas mixing would put rocket boosters on those case rates, they started to plummet. Across the UK, they're now down more than a third from their peak. Some scientists have had doubts about the accuracy of the daily case numbers because the testing system was overwhelmed. But the hospital stats are also encouraging. This is the whole of the UK, and there's a clear plateau. And they're likely to fall in the next couple of weeks because of those lower case rates. It's all a lot better than the models were predicting as recently as mid-December. These were the most pessimistic and optimistic scenarios for hospital admissions in England. In reality, the seven-day average looks to have peaked at just over 2,000 a day, the blue line, right at the bottom end of the possible outcomes. So why has it worked out so well? Well, the first early models were drawn up before we knew Omicron wasn't as big a threat as it looked on paper with all those mutations. But Plan B and behaviour changes have also had an effect. Adults are typically seeing fewer than 3 people a day outside their household. Before the pandemic, it was 11. And mask wearing is now up at between 80 and 90%. But the sudden decline in cases is likely to be in large part down to immunity. Almost two-thirds of the population over the age of 12 has now had a booster, which gives good protection against symptomatic disease and is even better at stopping hospitalisation. And the eye-watering infection rates are helping too. This is the number of people with COVID each week since the start of December. In just the first week of this year, it was 4.3 million. Now, that all adds up to formidable immunity that's slowing the spread of even Omicron. So is it all over? Well, daily cases are still well above the peak of last January, and there's still a chance of another surge in the coming months as immunity wanes. But right now, the numbers are heading in the right direction.